If you're 20 years old, then you definitely know who MrBeast is. If you're over 40, then you probably don't. Which is crazy because he has over 100 million subscribers on his YouTube channels. He is conservatively estimated to make over $100 million a year just from YouTube. He employs dozens, maybe hundreds of people, and he is doing things in philanthropy that have never been seen before.
Today, we will be planting 20 million trees.
So if you don't know who he is, then you are really out of the loop. I mean, circle.
I put 100 people inside of a giant circle, and whoever leaves the circle last wins $500,000.
Oh yeah, and he's 23. If you're 21, this is quite motivating. If you're 50, this might sound depressing, but stay with me, this is actually very inspiring. So the purpose of this video is to give you a different lens to appreciate MrBeast through. The lens of leadership. That's our expertise at People of Influence. That's what we've helped clients with for many, many years. And it's why we started this YouTube channel just a couple of months ago. We need more leaders like Jimmy in the world, and there's no reason that you can't be one of them. In 2012, Jimmy Donaldson uploaded his first YouTube video.
Keep down. Ooh.
His channel these days can be summarized as endurance challenges.
I'm gonna spend the next 50 hours buried alive in this coffin.
Competitions.
There's over $100,000 inside of this bank vault, and whichever one of these guys touches the vault first gets what's inside.
Giving away money.
We'd like to give you $10,000 to make everything going on a little bit easier for you.
And combining endurance challenges with competitions with giving away money. It's like Squid Games, but without the death, as far as we know.
Bury me alive.
What the world needs right now is leadership. It is very easy to be cynical and disillusioned with political leaders, business leaders, and even by your own boss.
We have sort of a problem here.
But leadership matters, both on a macro level in terms of solving the world's problems, but also on the micro level. According to Gallup, 70% of an employee's engagement is determined by their immediate manager. So let's define leadership. My colleague Michelle covered this in one of our previous videos. We'll link it in the description, but here's an excerpt.
So what did we discover? As we've analysed the data over the years, two key themes emerged. The first is when people speak about great leaders or people with leadership qualities, they say these sorts of things. They take initiative, proactively take action. They take ownership and accountability. They speak up, question the status quo, push for better. They take the time to think differently, more strategically, more commercially, more innovatively. They show the courage to make decisions. The second is people say these sorts of things. They motivate, inspire, develop their people. They build high-performing teams. They influence across the business. They build coalitions and cross-functional collaboration. They build relationships, expand their network, build a powerful personal brand. When you put these lists side by side, this seems like a lot to take in, but there are two key themes. In short, great leaders are the people who take the lead and then bring others on the journey with them. We summarize this as initiative and influence. And so if there was a leadership formula, it would be leadership equals initiative plus influence.
In that video, we used examples of leaders that are iconic. And I must say, I had not thought of MrBeast in the category of leadership until now. This week I was scrolling YouTube and I started noticing this seemingly random hashtag on a bunch of videos. Hashtag teamseas. Here I was watching a Jake Tran video on the plastics industry. Then I noticed a Mark Rober video on garbage in the ocean. Then I noticed another video on the theme. What was this hashtag? I was clearly out of the loop. So I looked up the trending page on YouTube. Video after video about plastics and the environment. Then I saw Mark Rober was number 2 on trending, and at number 1, well, you guessed it. This is when the penny dropped. A couple of years ago, Jimmy teamed up with Mark for hashtag Team Trees, where they successfully raised over $20 million for planting 20 million trees. Pretty amazing. Now they were trying to raise $30 million for Team Seas to remove 30 million pounds of trash from the sea. This campaign is happening right now in late 2021. When I saw this, I thought, this is leadership. Jimmy, and Mark for that matter, don't have to do this. This is an incredible amount of effort, the problem solving to work out what can be done, the logistics of making it happen, but the biggest thing to notice is the risk. To set such a massive public goal when it's quite possible they could fail. Very few people are willing to take a risk like this in life, to risk disappointment, to risk embarrassment, and all the trolls who will gleefully criticize them if they fall short. Jimmy and Mark aren't trying to do this alone. I think the campaign will be a success because both the messengers and the message are strong. Jimmy has built a high trust relationship with his 100 million strong audience.
Today, I'm going to be giving my 40 million subscriber all 40 of these cars.
They see him as warm, authentic, humble, caring. They also see him as credible based on his track record of competence and success. I think Jimmy has built this reputation with other YouTubers as well. A lot of them are lending their support. He and Mark are the perfect messengers for this campaign. On top of this, the message is being delivered in a very clever way. Just like with the Team Trees campaign, the target is concrete, not conceptual. Remove 30 million pounds of trash. The campaign is focused. They aren't diluting the message with other goals. The fundraising target is specific, $30 million. The goal is fun and engaging. He's not trying to raise money through guilt, but by mobilizing positive energy so others want to join. They've picked a goal that everyone can buy into, that is politically neutral. Both progressives and conservatives care about conserving the environment. And finally, the goal is not just about them. Hashtag teamseas is not hashtag MrBeast or hashtag Mark Rober. It is a movement others can buy into and take ownership for themselves. It's inspiring stuff. Well, of course, you could donate to Team Seas. We're donating, it's a great cause, but my main motivation for donating is to see someone who is willing to take a lead like this be successful. Because when this campaign is a success, others will be inspired to lead as well. This world needs leaders. If you want to be successful in this world, if you want to change this world, learning to lead is the ultimate skill set. If a 23-year-old who didn't go to college, raised by a single mother can do it, then anyone can do it. I mean, eventually, some persistence is required.
Deuces.